and that the range is 5 to 7 breaths per minute at rest for an adult. Children breathe faster, and so that's a completely different metric. And then naturally, you know, if you're at the top of K2, you know, or you're at a really high altitude, your breathing may be a little bit faster, but then you'll adapt, and then you can come right down to that. For optimal breathing, we found that the inhalation to exhalation ratio can be neutral or the exhalation greater. Definitely the coherent smooth is better than choppy. Choppy, there's tension in the body or in the respiratory impulses that are getting signaled to the body. And then we have under the wheeze tag, we've got something that tells if there's airway tension. And because in the literature they say, okay, 5 to 6 breaths per minute, but I can fake 6 breaths per minute. So what we were trying to do was, okay, now this you can't fake, because no airway, you know, the airways need to be open, the phases need to be balanced, it needs to be smooth, and in a range. Nima.
So one of the things in this class that we're focusing on is we've identified a lot of different calming mechanisms out there that can be used for various reasons. People are working on laughter, or on nature.
Beautiful.
Right? And there's all this research out there about those mechanisms and how effective they are. And one of the things we're addressing is, how do you trigger those behaviors at the right time? How do you design the behaviors? In your case, it might be, how do you trigger someone to actually put on the microphone and start using it?
Right.
And then second, when they are using it, are you triggering? I guess you're kind of, I guess that would be it, because in your case, it's like as soon as it's working, as soon as they start it, the feedback is happening and they just start changing their breath accordingly, right? It's like relaxing accordingly. So for you, it might be, you know, if I download the app, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to use it.
Right.
Right. So have you guys thought about that, and how are you looking at particular user groups that are really motivated to use it and when to use it? So
we've got a few different, I forgot I did have another slide on here, a few different user groups. This is a proposal to the VAI2 challenge. It was for the Veterans Administration, put out a challenge for self-management tools for veterans for post-traumatic stress and things that get in the way of them being able to work and live productive lives. So basically our main market focus is, one of them is that in the medical is post-traumatic stress, because we've had such good response to that. Another one is asthma. I've worked with a few asthma patients, and a lot of, not always, but a lot of asthma attacks can be triggered through stress. And so we've worked with just being able to calm the breath and to practice breathing. So asthma is another one, and also the early detection for asthma. And then in terms of the non-medical, sports and fitness is a really big market for us, because most people that engage in sports and fitness are looking for efficient and effective ways to get the most out of their workout and to really perform well. And one of the things that we're looking to develop, because I agree with you with that, for us we had to first focus on making this thing that was major. But one of our next steps that we're working on is having kind of like a little game, like a surfer surfing a wave, so that as you're, so that it's more of a game, because games are fun, they're engaging, and be able to show, like on the wave, like if you're surfing the wave and your breath is really short, the surfer falls off, or if it's longer, the surfer does all kinds of fun things, or making a color when you're breathing well, and having it be something that people can collaborate and have like a collaborative game. But we're really open, you guys, if you have any ideas about that topic, because we know that it's important. Certainly people in the segments that we've identified know that it's important and have motivation, but we're open to all the many and different ways that we could help people, motivate people. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in.
You are so welcome. Thank you all.